It's truly an honor to be here today. And definitely, I want to thank U.S. Representative Conyers. I tell you, this is truly an honor. I am the first pastor in the history of mankind to ever be sent to prison for quoting life. But that didn't scare me. I'll quote another scripture. I'll let them know that I'm for real with what I'm doing. I love the people, whether they're in Benton, Detroit, or whatever. Because I had a dream. I dreamed that our justice system was fair and honest. I dreamed that we had judges who was fair and honest. I dreamed that we had prosecutors who was fair and honest. I dreamed that our sheriff department was honest. When I was in the prison, it's bigger than me. It's bigger than each and every one of you. They thought that I was a lot smarter than what I was. They believed that since I actually gave Whirlpool a spanking, that it was almost impossible for a man who did not have money, or an organization that did not have money, to actually compete with Whirlpool. Whirlpool that came into our community, they have sucked up all our lakefront property. Matter of fact, they are so bold, what they did, we have a beach called Gene Clark Park. Rather than buy it, we're going to lease it for 99 years. And get away with it. So who's going to go up against Whirlpool? Who's going to go up against U.S. Representative Fred Upton, who is the heir to Whirlpool? So in order for me to stop it, we decided to do a recall on one of the commissioners because they need 6 votes. Well, Whirlpool knew for a fact that there's no way that we're going to beat them because we didn't have any money. But one thing they didn't realize, that we had people power. Yes, sir. And this is my message to each and every one of you. If we all stick together, we can do a whole lot of things. What Whirlpool was doing, they were flooding our community with dollars to support this commission. And they knew for a fact that they was going to win the election. But we came up with something that a lot of people in Detroit know about, the absentee ballot. That was a secret weapon. But they didn't think the African Americans down in Benton Harbor would have that much intelligence to all actually do it. So what they did, they went after the regular people. They wanted them to come into their little social events. They was giving out sodas and hot dogs and having pizza parties, all Whirlpool money, and they were laughing. We weren't doing anything. Matter of fact, what we was doing was getting people to vote absentee. It just so happened that the election was on February 22nd, 2005. On February 21st, they realized that there was a problem. Because we was not out campaigning, we was not out doing anything. Matter of fact, we had accumulated over 375 absentee ballots. So they figured in order for us to do that, we had to do something wrong. When they realized that they were about to get defeated, they came after me. This commissioner paid somebody $10 to claim that I paid them $5. And that started all the problems. What happened after that is interesting because they couldn't really find people who actually come into court and say things, so they went out and started paying people to say that I paid the money. They was offering this young man $500, and we have it right here on tape. When Detective Danifeld told him that he was going to pay him $500, instead of paying him $500, he paid him $5. But that was good for me, because by him only paying him $5, he switched sides. He became a key witness for us. So now they're really mad. They go after this young man And they paid him $300. He didn't even vote in the election, but they were telling him they won't know whether you voted or not. And they was going to get away with it. But this young man, he took the money and threw it out the window and said he didn't want no part of it. And he also came in to testify for me. Then we go on to tell this young man he's already in jail for attempted murder. They told him that if he come in and testify, then I was going to pay him to kill one of the key witnesses, that they'll let him off. He used that against them. He didn't come in and testify for them or for me. But one thing he did do, he told the world that they was actually trying to pay him to come in and lie against me. And the best thing about this is it gets better, because now we know that we have things that we need to work on together as a group. After they realized that they couldn't send me to prison on this level, after hearing all the evidence they had, they did find me guilty. An all-white jury that were motivated by something other than the truth. They did find me guilty, which was almost impossible. The most incredible thing that you could ever believe in. So they couldn't send me to prison because you have to have a point system. Well, I guess they still couldn't send me to prison if they wanted to. But then later on, they gave me 5 years probation. And what they did then, now this is the good part. I wrote an article for the People Tribune. And I quoted the scripture. I explained to them that if Barron County Courthouse did not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, then all these curses should come upon them. And this judge, who was also a personal friend of Governor Graham, matter of fact, she appointed him to this position, they decided that they would neutralize me and send me to prison for 3 to 10 years. Which, it was almost impossible then because I didn't have the points to actually go. But what they did, they sent me anyway. They was more than happy. But then the ACLU came in. They came in fighting. My attorneys, Buck Davis, Elliot Hall, and Tim Holloway, they did a tremendous job. They knew exactly what they had to do. And they knew exactly what they was up against. Anytime that you up against a group of people who's trying to steal land from African American, poor African American, who don't have anything, then it's time for you to take a stand. It's time for the people to take a stand. It's time that we take this thing to a whole different level. It's time that we do what needs to be done. When are we going to take a stand and say enough is enough? When are we going to take a stand and say we're going to do this for our children? When are we going to take a stand? When are the people of this country going to move this thing to a whole different level? It's time that we move this thing to a whole level. Let's stop it now, and we can do it all together. I know we can. I know we can. I know we can. I know we can do it. I know God is able, but my time is up right now. I can really talk about 3-4 hours. I want to tell each and every one of you, we do have a tape which we added things to it so people can actually see the truth. And if it's right on tape, and if we lying, they can sue us. So it's obvious we're not lying.
All right.
We have it right here. Right. We also have a book that with a small package that we put out. We sell it as a package for $10, but it's important. It's important that you know the truth. It's important that we take a stand. And it's for everybody. What happens in Benton happens here in Detroit.
Yes, sir.
You see? And there's too many people sitting on their hands not doing anything. When are we going to take a stand? When are the people going to move this thing to a whole different level? We have an opportunity, not just for ourselves, but to our children.
Yes, sir.
To our children.
Yes, sir.
To our children. That's who we need to protect.
Right.
And when are we going to start standing for our children?
Right.
We need to go and